Plants speak to us, but not with words. They whisper through their colors, their aromas, their flavors, and through a secret alchemy they have perfected over millions of years. Have you ever wondered why the touch of a nettle burns the skin, but its infusion calms inflammation? Or why the sweet aroma of lavender can transform a state of agitation into deep calm? Each leaf, each flower, each root is a living laboratory, a formula of nature designed to heal, protect, and balance. Today, we unravel that hidden code. Welcome to From the Garden, Healing Medicine, a journey into the depths of herbal knowledge, where we explore the secret language of the active principles of plants. Imagine for a moment that you could shrink to the size of a plant cell. Before you, a miniature universe unfolds, molecules that emerge and transform, invisible currents that transport nutrients, chemical signals that travel like secret messages, a biochemical ballet of astonishing precision. Plants cannot flee. They cannot hide from the scorching sun or extreme cold. They have no claws or fangs. Their only defense is chemistry. They have developed thousands of compounds, not just to survive, but to thrive in the most hostile environments. And in that process, they have created the remedy for many of our ailments. But here an unsettling question arises. Are we the ones using the plants, or have they woven their evolutionary strategy so that we cultivate them, protect them, and perpetuate their existence? The fascinating thing is that those same compounds, those active principles that the plant created for its own benefit, are precisely the ones that heal us when we use them properly. The active principles of plants are as diverse as the stars in the firmament. But just as astronomers group stars into constellations to better understand them, we can classify these compounds into families with common characteristics. The alkaloids, the powerful ones. These molecules contain nitrogen and have a characteristic bitter taste. It's the plant's way of telling us, be careful, I am potent, use me with respect. The morphine from the poppy, the quinine from cinchona, the caffeine from coffee, names that have marked the history of medicine and poison, because in their power dwells duality, to heal or harm, depending on the dose. In ancient times, shamans and healers knew their power and used them with extreme caution, almost with reverence. The flavonoids, the protectors. They are the pigments that give color to fruits and flowers. In the plant, flavonoids are their shield against ultraviolet radiation. In our body, they are guardians against oxidative damage. When we consume them, these same compounds act as antioxidants in our cells, protecting us from damage and premature aging. Blueberries, green tea, cocoa, all rich in flavonoids that strengthen our immune system. The essential oils, the communicators. They are the volatile essence of the plant, its perfume, its way of communicating with the outside world. Rosemary awakens the mind with its camphor freshness. Mint refreshes and invigorates with its penetrating menthol. Lavender envelops us in calmness with its serene linalool. These oils travel through the air and, when inhaled, enter directly into our emotional brain, modulating our mood and bodily functions. The mucilage and gums, the healers. They are viscous substances that plants produce to retain water and heal their own wounds. When we ingest them, they soothe the inflamed mucous membranes of our digestive and respiratory systems. Aloe vera, marshmallow, flaxseed, they are all masters in the art of tissue regeneration. Here lies one of the great differences between herbal medicine and modern pharmaceuticals. The plant never acts with a single compound, but with a symphony of them. When we isolate an active principle from a plant, as science did with aspirin from willow, we obtain a potent but also potentially more toxic medication. The whole plant contains secondary compounds that modulate the action of the main active principle, making it safer and, often, more effective. It's as if the plant had developed its own formula for balance, where each component has a purpose within the whole. Recent studies confirm that complete extracts of plants such as St. John's wort or echinacea are more effective than their isolated components, a phenomenon that scientists call the entourage effect. The active principles of a plant are dynamic, never static. They follow the pulse of nature, changing with the light of the moon, the flow of the seasons, and even the passage of hours. Roots are usually more potent when the plant is at rest, during autumn or winter. Flowers, on the other hand, reach their maximum power just before fully opening. The leaves of many medicinal plants have a higher concentration of active principles just before flowering. Traditional herbalists knew these cycles and collected each part of the plant at its optimal moment. It's knowledge that is being recovered in modern phytotherapy, where the time of harvest can determine the effectiveness of the remedy. We don't need to go to a pharmacy to benefit from the active principles of plants. Our kitchen is full of them. It is a natural laboratory, a daily apothecary where spices, fruits, and vegetables hide active principles with medicinal properties. In our spices, the curcumin in turmeric, with its powerful anti-inflammatory effect. The eugenol in cloves, a natural anesthetic. The capsaicin in chili, which relieves chronic pain. In our fruits, the anthocyanosides in dark berries, protectors of the circulatory system. The bromelain in pineapple, which helps digest proteins. The ellagic acid in pomegranates, with anti-cancer properties. In our vegetables, the glucosinolates in broccoli and cruciferous vegetables, which enhance liver detoxification. The allicin in garlic, a natural antibiotic and blood pressure regulator. The carotenoids in carrots and pumpkins, which protect our vision. Each meal can be an act of preventive medicine if we know how to choose consciously. The active principles of plants are a bridge between the earth and our well-being. An ancient biochemical language that, if we learn to listen, guides us toward balance and healing. What medicinal plant do you regularly use in your home and what benefits have you noticed? Share your experience in the comments and tell us if you knew about the active principles behind its effects. The next time you hold an herb between your fingers, remember, you are not just holding a plant, but thousands of years of biochemical evolution and ancestral wisdom condensed into every plant cell. You have listened to From the Garden, Healing Medicine, a journey to the healing heart of nature. Subscribe, share, and join us on this exploration of science and the magic of the natural world. An ancient alchemist, a grandmother in her rural kitchen, a modern pharmacist in a lab coat. Though separated by centuries and settings, they all share a common art. The transformation of plant matter into medicine. Medicinal plants hide their secrets in cells and tissues. The art of herbal preparation is the bridge that releases these healing treasures and makes them available to our bodies. It is an art as ancient as humanity itself, and as